Hi everyone, I'm back. Well, that took longer than expected. I wanted to change my rack unit out and move a few things around, and there was so much to do that it took a little while. Here is my old unit. I will talk you through everything later on once it's all done. I just wanted to show you the old unit. This is going to be my new unit. The big difference between them is the old unit is angled, and I think it was a 19U rack, and the new unit is straight and it's 21U. So we're going to reorganise everything around, move a few bits and pieces. We're then going to rewire it into my desk, and we're going to change the outputs to all of the outboard gear. So we're going to have, if it all works, we're going to have one of the channels going to this preamp, one to this preamp, one to this preamp, and then I'm going to try, this is a guitar tuner that I've currently got bass and guitar amps going into, but I'm actually going to try running it from the desk. So I'm going to do a DI signal from bass and guitar to the desk, and then from the desk into the tuner. Might work, might not, who knows. So it's going to take a little while. I'll try and film as much of it as I can. Might turn the camera off when I get cross, and I will speak to you in a bit. Alright, bye. Okay, so as I said, I am going to be changing all of this out, and I'm not looking forward to it. I'm really not. But it's going to be worth it once it's done. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to pull the keyboard out, get that out of the way, and then we can start dismantling. Might be enough to get that rack unit out.
Keep on
And at this point I'm going to let you into a little little vision of the wiring behind, so bear with me. That there's an old mixing desk that I used to use when I did live mixing, and there is a spaghetti junction. All of that back there are spare leads, so don't panic about that. There's an old drum machine back there and a old Hammond in the box kind of device. Must get that back out at some point. But yes, interesting. So all of these plugs here, they all go to the main desk and they're all corresponding with this. So I need to double check that, but I'm going to have a little break now, so speak to you in a minute. Okay, so camera stopped rolling for a little while. We've got the headphone amp in, we've got the guitar tuner in.
Can see it in your eyes. Can you see your pain reflected back in mine? Someone hurt you with the fire that was meant to warm your heart. And like you, I know that pain can tear a soul apart. 'Cause the flame keeps on burning, even though your heart is wounded to the core. And though you try to walk away, the pain seems here to stay. 'Cause the flame keeps on burning.
Okay, let's take a walk to see the studio. Like my little side this outside. We put that on whenever we're recording vocals or acoustic guitars or anything, the percussion that is mic sensitive. Welcome to my studio.
Sun is coming down west of the river. There's a tempting breeze. It's making
One of my guitars, this is a Fender Telecaster. I've had this coming up 20 years now. And then we've got a Strat copy. Lovely Ibanez 4-string bass. Down here we have my acoustic. And here we have my Les Paul copy. This is actually an Area Pro 2. Lovely guitar, but a bugger to keep in tune. On the wall there is another Strat copy, and you can see it. There's a Tele copy, But just look at that colour. It's a lovely guitar. I'll tell you, compared to the Fender Telly, it's half the weight of it. This is what I record all my drums on. It is a Tour-Tech drum kit, but I use Superior Drummer to record, to capture all my sounds. But yes, everything gets played live, and then we can tweak it inside the software. My second camera for capturing takes when I'm recording guitars, things like that. Up on the wall here we have some spare pedals, my keyboard. We've got fader port, which I mainly use for when I'm recording drums to hit the record and the stop button. Headphones for tracking, I use the DT770 Pros. We've got another pair over in the corner. Pedal board. The way I've got that pedal board set up is I actually use them more like outboard gear. So I don't play through them. I'll record my DI guitar into the software, and then if I want to use those pedals, I route it out of the desk, through the pedals, and then back in on a new channel. Don't use them very often in the studio. I have, for listening, I have this little baby, which is the Matrixbox 2, and I use that just so that I can simulate a sound when I'm playing live, and I'm not reliant on the sounds inside the software, so I've got no latency issues. This here is called a piano box, and I literally just use it as a sound generator for the MIDI, again so that I'm not worried about latency or anything like that. In the rack, bottom section is all power, and then we've got jack to jack patch bay. Above that we've got an XLR patch bay, which is all rigged up to the main desk. Here we've got a jack active DI unit. Above that is the XLR active DI unit. And then here is the Persona Studio channel. I use that as outboard gear. Above that we've got the TPS2 preamp, which is a 2-channel preamp. Look at those valves glowing there. So I can either use that as input something a little bit different and colour the input signal, or again I've got it routed so that I can use it as outboard gear if I want to play around with it later on. Above that we've got my bass amp, which is the BassPod XT. This has some wonderful sound. It has some weird sounds in it, but it has some wonderful sounds. By Line 6, they don't make it anymore, but if you can get hold of one, buy it. Above that is my guitar tuner, and I've rigged that up as a piece of outboard gear so that anytime I plug a guitar or a bass into the desk, it automatically goes to the tuner. So I haven't got to switch or press any buttons or anything like that. I can literally plug it in and the tuner is live and active as soon as I'm playing. Above that is 6-channel headphone amp. Okay, above that, new purchase. Yep, I have myself an 1176. It's by Clark Technic, which means it's cheaper. looked at a lot of reviews on it, and most professionals can't really tell the difference between that and a genuine one. And man, it is really good. It really is. Above that, I have my second audio interface, which is a PreSonus 1824. That's an 8-channel audio interface. That's there mainly as a backup. If my main interface ever goes down, I can literally just knock that on and I'm back up and running within minutes. I've recently bought myself the Sennheiser HD 260s, and my God, they are amazing. They really are good. I was using the DT 990 open back, and I thought they were good, but they did always colour the sound a little bit. But these, oh my God, it's just like I've got the speakers on. It is so close to what I'm used to mixing that I'm actually now mixing on those headphones as well sometimes. They're good. If you can afford it, buy some. And no, I'm not sponsored by them. Right, over here we have, this is a Roswell K47, and this pop filter that I've got over it, it is such a wonderful bit of kit by a company called Gravity. It is so rigid, so solid, it doesn't go anywhere. Once you set it up, it's there. We've also recently got another mic stand from Gravity, which I've got mounted on the side of the desk. Haven't used it yet, but it's there when I need it. While we're on microphones, over in this area, the Lewitt LCT 040, the match pair. And for acoustics, oh my God, they are amazing. They really are superb. Record on these, I'm doing very, very little EQ. Right, let's do the desk. So the main feature of the desk obviously is this, which is the PreSonus Studio Live 64. And if you've got room for one of these babies, I highly recommend it. They're wonderful bits of kit. So everything goes through here, and like I said before, everything in the rack is either routed into here or through here and then back out. You have no idea, it's just such a game changer. I can move, I can adjust volumes so quickly. It's great. Okay, we use the monitor station to send out to the speakers. I'm currently using the PreSonus R65s. There and there. I've also got up the top there, they are some cheaper room speakers. That's literally just used for final referencing when I'm mastering or even mixing, just to see what it would sound like on different systems. Over the back on the floor we do have a sub, but I don't have that turned on when I'm mixing. Again, when I'm mastering I might flick it on and off just to hear what the sub frequencies are sounding like. We use a Stream Deck, but I don't use it as much as I should do. Keyboard is a wireless keyboard by Logitech. We use the Logitech wireless mouse. These are great bits of kit also because you go about a week or so before you have to charge them on most occasions. It's great, and I've never had it where they've both gone flat at the same time. You watch it happen now. So that is my studio tour. What next? What do you want to see from me? Do you want more content on productions? Do you want recording tips? Do you want to just watch me mix a song? Please drop a comment below. Let me know what it is you want to see moving forward. Thanks for sticking with me on this. If you liked it, please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm looking forward to working with you moving forward. And I really appreciate you being here. So thanks for bearing with me while I put this all back together. And let's see what we can do moving forward. Alright, see you later. Bye.